And action, we're on. Good morning.
Hey guys, how are you? We got ourselves a great one today. This is, of course, as you guys know, Behind the Mic, the small series that we do here. We discuss what we did today on the radio, Behind the Mic. My name is Andrew Coates, and today from Behind the Mic, we discuss the legendary civil rights activist and current Congressman of Georgia, Mr. John Lewis. I said on the radio that I learned about him through the movie Selma, as many people in my generation have. And before we get about this, actually the main topic today is I wanted to discuss how we've evolved Behind the Mic. Originally, when I first came on, Behind the Mic was more of a gauge, like Mr. Bay said. It was to gauge our performance that we did today on the radio. So for example, yes, hello, I'm Andrew, and today I did John Lewis. I felt like I did pretty well with him. He was a great guy, yes. I think my delivery was well. I feel like I probably should have slowed down a little bit, used a little more inflection in my voice. I was starting to sound like a robot, but overall, I liked how I did it. However, now, of course, we talk about that, and we also discuss different topics that aren't necessarily public radio friendly, such as maybe personal opinions, truths, and things of that nature. And I really feel that this evolution of Behind the Mic is something like important. I feel all good things need to evolve and change, and Behind the Mic is no exception. That's about it, basically. I feel like we should probably keep this a little short. Not much to say. We said everything on the radio today. We support the women's marching protests going on in D.C. and around the country. Like Mr. Bay told me that it was millions of women out there. He's never seen anything like this before, so it's a big support.
In my life.
Your life. We always support a protest of a just cause, because there's a lot of protests that we need, to be honest.
Power to the people.
A lot of issues that
Damn it.
to solve. So we support that. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for behind.
No, I'm not letting you wrap that up. What motivated you to do John Lewis? Tell him.
All right. Well, what motivated me to do John Lewis was the decision to not attend Donald Trump's inauguration.
And you didn't say that on the air.
I did. I did.
Oh, yeah, you did. But not like you just said it.
Well, it was his decision to not attend the inauguration, which was, of course, he gave his reason that as a civil rights activist and as a believer of like rights for everyone and things, he feels that it would be conflict of interest, of course, and it's just his own. Contradicts his own personal beliefs. He feels in order to attend Donald Trump's inauguration, he'll be conflicting with what he believes in. He's a very, very powerful man, a man based on principles, his own principles, and that's why he wouldn't be attending. And as well, we're very aware of Donald Trump's immediate Twitter attack on that.
Response to John Lewis.
Mm-hmm, his immediate Twitter response. We're aware of that.
And now, tell him what you told me this morning before the show about John Lewis.
So I told him that he was a very important man.
No. Before the show, you had said, in all honesty, right? Because I don't mean to put you on blast, but how old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, so 16 years old, you still learning. Okay, I'm the elder in the house right now, and so if I'm and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it almost sounded like you were like, okay, well look, you respect John Lewis.
Oh yeah, I remember now. But I was saying that in all honesty, I felt like he probably should have gone in order to just like to show his face, to show that with his beliefs about, of course, rights for everyone. Now that we have a new president, now that everything is said and done, I feel like what we really need to focus on is going ahead and just fixing things up. Fighting and causing more problems, we're just kicking and screaming. It's not going to work. I feel like now that he's president, now that everything is cleared up, the best thing to do now is to shake hands and try to compromise. Let's just try to cooperate and make things better, okay? Because yes, they do have a lot of power, but we're the ones that give it to them. We gave it to them. The country as a whole gave them the power overall, from what we can tell, and now we just have to go with it.
But what is it that I keep on screaming all morning long and playing on the radio? Power to who?
The people.
All right. And so did I agree with you?
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's not funny.
That's okay.
Okay. What's funny to me is how you had mentioned what Donald Trump said in his tweet to John Lewis, that John Lewis needed to go back to his community, his communities in shambles and all messed up. And I said to you that those communities with people of color had been what lined?
Red line.
Right. And did you actually know what redlining was?
Of course, it was just pushing people into boundaries, you know.
Yeah.
Pushing them back.
So you push people, you know, the American system push people into certain neighborhoods all throughout this country. Okay? Systemically designed to keep people in a particular group of people in their place. Okay, not helping or giving them the same advantages as their white counterparts. And then those same people who do that to you have the nerve to turn around and do what? Criticize you.
I agree.
Okay? And so a lot of times, well, I'm going to say what I heard a brother in the Midwest say. This society that we live in does not have the right to judge or criticize us. Because this country has not turned around and looked in the mirror. And there's two words that I have. It's called cognitive dissonance. And that affects not only, and for lack of a better term, African Americans, but Europeans as well. Europeans, okay, suffer from cognitive dissonance too. They think what happened, and it's okay, and it's over, but they don't know that the lasting effects still affects them today. And so when you live on Denial Avenue, you end up on Front Street, okay, going in circles from Denial Avenue to Front Street, Denial Avenue to Front Street. That was over. What's my point? When a gentleman like John Lewis expresses his viewpoint, you fall back. You let him have his opinion, okay? Because sometimes the best response is what?
No response.
And you're 16 and you know that. Can I get a high five? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, perfectly.
All right, I'm always apologizing here.
Oh, that's what I say, you know. You interject whatever you want.
And I wanted the audience to kind of hear that conversation. This is the conversation that took place before the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of how Behind the Mic has evolved. In the beginning, I would have just sat here for a couple of seconds, say what I did on the radio, and left. But now we're discussing very important topics. We're having detailed discussions that would have been a little bit unwieldy to do on the radio, a little time consuming with our 30-minute time slot that we have. And that's why I really enjoy doing these behind the mics. It gives us more freedom and more time to say about what we feel about certain topics and opinions.
Yeah, and I'm going back to America needs to look in the mirror. Okay. And so anyway, yeah.
We're using up time already.
Take us away, man.
All right.
Facebook, Instagram, you do that thing.
Thank you for watching Behind the Mic. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. I love doing these Behind the Mics. I hope this was an informative episode. Of course, we do the radio show 9:30 to 10 every Saturday morning. Quest Community Vibrations, channel 89.5 FM.
You look like you're nervous.
WSOU. Never nervous on air. Yeah, that's about it. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll find us all there, Quest Youth Radio. That's about it. Thanks for watching Behind the Mic.
All right. Peace. Okay.